Hello YouTube, welcome back to the Pope Show. Today, we keep on working on my kitty cat. Hey guys, so before we started on the project, I just want to warn you guys I'm dead tired again. I said 19-hour shift last night and then got back at like 7 a.m., 3 hours of sleep, so again, I'm trying to be excited. Might be a little monotone today. Trying to be excited if I open my eyes enough. But I figured out since the last video, that I watched this clip right here in slow motion, and as you can see that sprocket is wobbling, and I look closer on it, and let me show you. Okay, now go ahead and take a look at this sprocket, and I am going to turn the track manually. Yeah. So as you can see, that's our problem. And to get to this shaft, I cannot see anything up on top to get to it, and so I'm gonna have to get underneath of it. And I just want to do it the right way, so I'm gonna go ahead and take the motor back off, flip this thing completely upside down, because I want to see the track anyways. So let's go ahead and take the motor off and see what we got. Okay, it's been like 2 minutes. I've been trying to get these tools around, get the right sockets before I start the video. I have tripped over 3 things so far. I have tripped over those stupid sawhorses. Actually, I tripped over them twice. I've tripped over those stupid skis. I've tripped over that. I'm getting tired of tripping over crap. I think I need to get like some coffee or something. I might have to go for a ride before I start working. Jesus. Now let's do something. Wrong way. Beautiful handle right here. Alright, here's the first look of the belly of the beast. Now I have to try to figure out get that track off. So that's going to take some time. It's going to loosen up now. So there's a collar that's holding it back. So let's see if we can loosen that. Ah, oh, that's a no. Well, that's not moving. That is not moving at all. Crap. Okay, so we're back to this stupid thing. There's no way I can get that collar off to pull this out. So I was even just trying to loosen the collar just enough so I could slide it just to get some more room in here. but there is just no way that's gonna move. So I'm gonna try cutting this off and kind of see what we got left. It's probably gonna be very sucky. Alright guys, I'm sitting there grinding this and it's mushroomed somehow, and I'm gonna try this before I get too crazy with this grinding. I put some shims in here and I measured this side compared to this side and it's pretty darn close. So I'm gonna do some tacks and then remove the wood and kind of see where I'm at, take some more measurements. If this works, then I'll be really surprised. I actually bought 2 of these collars and I was planning on putting it on either side of this. That way it could clamp it totally straight and then try welding. Because I know you're not supposed to really weld this stuff, but I was going to put some tacks on it. But we'll try it this way. And I still got these just in case. Okay, so I reviewed the footage of this one that I just welded and how it wobbles just a tiny bit. I checked back to the last video when I was wobbling how it was before I ground it off, and it's a huge difference. So I'm just going to try this because, I mean, it's splitting dot hairs at this point. And so I'm just going to keep those tacks on there, put the engine back on, and try running it and see if it throws the chain. You know, if it doesn't, then I'll go ahead and weld it all the way around. But before that, I want to go ahead and paint this real quick. Come on! Oh, you just worked. Come on! You gotta be fucking kidding me. Second can. There we go. Alright guys, I took this off. This is the tensioner for the chain, and this is the whole brake unit. And I want to cut this off and keep these 2 bolts on here because I want chain tensioner. But this brake is going to move no matter what, whatever engine I put on here. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this bracket right here, and then we can figure out where we're going to move the brake later. Sweet, there we go. I'm going to try to figure out where to put this. Okay, I want to take a second real quick and give an update about this. I can't remember. Lennox Metal Max? Can't remember. I'll show an image right here. But I bought this about like 4 or 5 months ago, and I've been using it like crazy. I mean, you guys seen I've used it, and it still cuts just like it's brand new. So I am definitely really impressed with this cutting wheel and definitely would buy another one. I'm not sponsoring or anything, but I'm just letting you guys know so you guys don't go out there and buy those cheap pads that just disintegrate. You know, this is $14, but this thing has lasted me, like I said, 4 or 5 months, and I'm still using it. So just a little tip for you guys. back you up for a second. What this is the actual cylindrical clutch that was on the original motor. And I go ahead, took all the innards out and took this piece out, which is just held by these clips. And this one was also just held by same clips. Did that, took it out, and then weld this washer on here. That's exactly 1 inch, so I'm hoping I can put it on the torque converter, maybe use it on the second pulley. But I gotta let this cool down before we can try that. Alright, so it cooled down. Let's go ahead and try it. See if anything's gonna work. Just against that. I put it. Ah, crap. Ah. Dang it. Now I need to weld this onto there. Okay, trial 2. I didn't weld that one all the way around because it didn't really need it. And the other one didn't need it, but I was just trying to be extra cautious. But I don't want to make this thing stupid hot. Try it again. Yeah, now we're in business. That's how we do. Uh-oh. Look at that. Oh, crap. Not many threads on it, though. Not enough to hit the lock. Let's see if I got a lock nut. Alright, so I have a lock nut that's big enough for this. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in the list of parts I need to get, because I still need to get this bolt. I forgot about it when I was out. So I'm going to have to get another lock nut. Something down there. But for testing, it'll work just fine. That'll work pretty good. Then once the engine gets on there, go ahead, find a place to weld this. Be quite funny if I weld this pretty much in the same place I just cut it. That would probably be my luck. I'm just doing the same thing over and over. This pin right there. Yeah. This got the hard part. I mean, I think this is going to be the hardest part. Just trying to figure out where I was going to put it. Because I was going to try to put it where the sprocket is that goes to the track. But it just didn't feel right. It would have been sticking farther out. The bracket would have been so close to the chain that it would have just had problems with the chain. And so I just didn't want to mess with it that way. So this way, time the torque converter, I can take it off. I can, if I don't like it, I can just take it off and then not even worry about it. So I will call that good on the brake. Alright guys, I'm going to have it here to hang up for probably a couple days. Now before you guys give me crap, this is only so it does not rust. I don't care what it looks like. I mean, I should have taken it inside, warmed it up. I know that. I should have let the primer sit on there longer, but I don't care. This is only so it doesn't rust. So I don't even care. I'll show you how ugly it is. That doesn't bother me, because I know that this is just so it will not rust, and I know it won't rust now. So you can get as picky as you want on some paint jobs, but if it's just not gonna rust, don't worry about it. Just put it on there as heavy as you want. Actually, this is pretty dry. Wow, it actually dried pretty well. Well, maybe we will put it back on. Well, I thought it was dry. Guess it's not. Oopsies. You know what? Screw it. Let's put it on. We're already here. Crap. Ah, crap. 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 Ah. Forgot the steering wheel. Alright. Got that in. I didn't show you because I just can't barely even fit my hands in there. The camera's not going to see anything. But trust me, it's a total pain in the butt. Wish I would have done that before I bolted this on, but now let's get the engine off. Lord Jesus. Every time I bend down, I find more pieces from whenever I flip this thing. Random Masterling piece. Get in there and leg it. Thank you. Like I said, I'm not going to put this last one in there just because it's so rounded. So I plan on buying a bunch of bolts and stuff anyways for this. Alright, here's a real test. This sucker still fits. So I really hope this thing's still lined up. If not, it's going to really suck. Really suck some noodles. There we go. Ah, crap. That's exactly what I was worried about. Because whenever I welded it, I tried to make it the same distance it was last time, but it's obviously not the same. As you can see, since it's at a huge angle, and it's getting ready to rub, and it's getting ready to rub right there. So I have to re-drill the holes for the engine and move it over a little bit. Whatever. But let's see if we can figure out the brake. Alright, so this is what I come up with. I just cut this piece of metal. And let's see if I can get this. I'm trying to stay out of your way. Weld this right here. Weld that right there. Whoops. So I'm weld it here, and then I'm also going to weld it. Move it down. Weld it right here on this piece of steel. And then I'll probably do some reinforcement a little bit. And then I'm also going to run one from here to here, you know, up here. So that'll help it from 2 different angles, and I think that should be strong enough. But before I do all this welding, I want to go ahead and move the engine of where it needs to be. I think I got it here. Oh god, sorry. Alright guys, my battery died. So I got a lot of work done without the camera, unfortunately, but I'm just trying to get it done because it's super late for me right now. So let me show you what I got done. So first of all, I got the chain on there, setting just straight. I was able to adjust where the bolt goes because it's slotted a little bit. That hole's off, but the other ones fit on there. So I got 3 bolts. I'll drill that out later. We got that on there, and then the brake. Here it is around it, and here's the bracing that I figured out and got all welded up. And then I welded it to this, and I noticed that this weld was all broken, so this was flexing like crazy and flexing the whole thing. So I had to weld that up. This band, it looks tight, but it's actually not. Like, you can move it freely. Let me get the tripod. And then the band on here, it's loosely on there. I still got to put these little inserts that hold it so it doesn't go side to side. I'm still kind of worried about that. I don't know what I can do about that. Maybe you guys can help me. Well, I guess I could always put like a little rim around this. That way it doesn't go any way. Yeah, I could do that next time. But I'm excited because I have a brake. This is boop. And it's hooked up and everything. So we got the brake done today. We got the sprocket done today. Next time we're going to tackle, like I said, I wanted to put a rim around this. Put a ring around this and on the other side. That way this can't come off and scare the crap out of me. Got to get bolts. Or not bolts. Got to get washers, bolts. So I got a lot of little things that I want to button up. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this week. Next week we'll go ahead and put the throttle on. I got to buy some lock nut washers and some bolts. So just a few little odds and ends to get it to where I want it to go before, you know, I try test driving it, because I think this thing's going to be pretty fast. It's a little scary. I don't want to be sketchy. So, and plus I'm not in a really big hurry because, as you've seen in the beginning, that's how it always is. As soon as you get a snowmobile done or something like that, or you get a dirt bike done, it starts to snow. Like, it's always like that. So I'm not in a huge rush. Well, I know definitely next time we will have us running and we'll be able to do at least some test passes. You know, I'll do it in the dirt a little bit, not a whole lot. I'm sure it'll snow again because it's Michigan, but all right, this will be it for this week. And don't forget, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys next week. Peace! Because as you've seen in the beginning, no grass.